Choose your character. A fighter? A mage user? Or a thief? Who should I be? Should I be a fighter? A magic user? Both? Magical? Shall I go magical? Alright, we'll do magic. What shall we name our magical user? Bitumen, of course. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, keyboard. How quaint. Let's see. Alright, so intelligence is obviously very important for a magic user. Let's see, so we'll go 40. A little extra for agility. Oops. Could always use some luck. Some muck. Alright, not really sure if this is a good start, but here we go. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them, the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. What do we call yourself? What do you call yourself? Well, Bitumen, of course. Good luck in your quest, Bitumen. My cat's not having good luck. Let's see if I can remember how these can. Okay, during the game, click at the top of this. Oh yeah, okay. So click at the top of the screen or press Escape to use the menus. Additional shortcuts are shown there. Click right or Shift-click left on an object to look at it. Ooh, okay, so I actually can use a mouse pretty well in this. In typing windows, arrows, home, and in move the cursor or click anywhere with the mouse. Control-C clears the line. That's funny, nowadays is copy. In dialog windows, select the outlined item with Enter, and use Tab and Shift Tab to move between choices, or click with the mouse to select an item. Escape always cancels. Hi! Otto is a big help to me, the sheriff tells you. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. Took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. Well, I guess that's nice. The sheriff says, you think I'm going to tell you everything I know about everything? Go look around and find things out for yourself. Okay, well, I guess he doesn't know anything about that. Let's see. He only expresses himself physically. Alright, let's see here. So we can cast spell, or fight, escape, pause game. Oh, wait. Look at that. Alright, so 24 pounds carried, 45 pounds max, 10 silver coins, 4 gold coins. I've got a dagger, leather armor, and 5 food rations. It's midday on day 1. Oops. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. This seems, oh yeah, we already talked about that, so let's skip on. Let's go ahead and save before I go any further. All right, that way I can skip all the intros if I have to. Let's go visit the Hero's Tail Inn. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tail Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here. Okay, so let's see. What was asked about? I have run this inn for 3 years now with Shima. We had thought to return to Shapir, my homeland, with Abdullah Du, but alas, fate has decreed otherwise. Alas, this humble innkeeper is ignorant of that, about which you ask. A thousand pardons, I am a fool and have no answer for your question. Okay, so he's not going to really give me much of anything. Ask about rooms, maybe? Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Don't quite have much. Ask about kitchen. All right. He doesn't know anything about this town. Ask about town. Did I ask that? Although in this valley I now have friends, I miss my homeland terribly. Okay. Huh. All right. Oh, hey. There we go. Stuck fast. All right. I remember it taking so long to load these scenes. Please insert disc 3. Aha! That magical eyeball is following me. Dun 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 dun. Tall shelves with books and odds and ends suited to magic line the walls. In front of you is a counter with a pentagram embossed on the front. The ceiling and the far wall are mysterious indeed. There is a strange symbol on the floor. It is just as it appears. Uh-oh. I am Zara, and my companion is Damiano. Damiano? Damiano, okay. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. We have very little for ones such as you who have not been initiated, but what we have could prove useful. There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town and a good deal of magic in this valley. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. Damiano is my familiar and my companion. We share our lives and our magic. Ask about scrolls. We sell several magical spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Flame Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, or the Open Spell for 30 silver. Kind of want to buy all three of those. Be quite useful. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell, and you will learn it. I also know that you can find a wonderful spell if you learn the secret of Erana's peace. Okay, may this aid you on your quest. Oh, so I learned it. Okay. Purchase. Oh, helps to spell it right. Purchase. Flame Dart. Zara says, I detect that you have not the money to purchase that item. Do not toy with me. Ooh, feisty. But I have 2 gold coins. I guess that's too much. Let me see. What was the other? Fetch. Yeah, I don't have the money for it. Alright, so I gotta go do some hero-like things. Maybe I can make some money. Alright. Okay. Hi, little old lady sitting on the front porch. You have come to the end of the main street. The town wall is to the south. You have an eerie feeling that someone is watching you. Yes, that magical eyeball. She's deeply asleep in her rocker. She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Okay. Bet she'll notice when I try to open her door. The door appears to be locked. It also appears that the occupant is taking her nap at the bottom of the stairs right now. Okay, check out the guild hall. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetar, anyway, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see the registration book on the desk and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated by the fire must be the guild master. He is snoring. All right. It is a sleepy little town for sure. The last entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. Sign registration book. Hello! You sign your name into the adventurer's book with a flourish. We have no casual coffee here, only hardcore and serious. Look at quests. Okay, reward for the return of the lost ring. Inquire at the healers. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture of or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at the castle gates. Wanted: brigand leader. Description: unknown appearance, wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Rewards of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Notice spell components needed, cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Lots of healers quests here. Let's see. This poster seems to have been here a while. Has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. A reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baron Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at the castle gates. Okay. So, yeah, see, this is the days when you have to start writing stuff down. Let's see. All right, bear with me for a moment here. Let me see if I can... Obviously, we've got several things. The ring. Lost ring. I think I remember where that's located, but it's been too long for me to be sure. Obviously, the von Spielbergs, we have Bernard and Elsa. Find Elsa and, oops, Bernard. The Brigand Warlock. I do remember that fight. That was a tough one. Oops, there we go. The Brigand Leader. I remember those two being together, actually. It was a pretty ugly fight. And I think that, yes, spell components. Now, I don't remember what the components were. I do remember gathering various things. So we'll see. We will see. All right. Yeah. I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Why cursed? I'm not sure what you're trying to do. With the Baron losing his son and daughter, all the monsters, Baba Yaga, and now the brigands, it has to be one thing after another. Ask about quests. You know, that reminds me very little of the time. That's an interesting sentence. You know, that reminds me very little of the time old Schultz and I... Wait a minute. It'll come to me. Oh, I guess he fell asleep. Oh, Barnard, bravest of the brave. You cannot be gone from us so soon. What? You're still here, my fellow adventurer? This is, of course, where an adventurer can find out where there is a need for someone brave and courageous. There are jobs on the bulletin board over there. Ask about healer. You know, that reminds... Oh, yeah, he's going to fall asleep again. So little in the way of audio for games like this. Some of them were a little more detailed. Come on now, open the door. Open door. You're not close enough. I figured you were going to tell me that. Oh, my adventurer there he is. Okay. He was stuck. He couldn't find the door. He was right in front of him, too. A score of 18 of 500. Don't know what that means. There's a sign on the door of the barber shop informing whoever reads it that the barber is out to lunch. The door is locked. You can smell apples as you approach this corner. Look around. Let's see. This appears to be the market street. In the corner is a fruit and vegetable stand or farmer's mart. Next to it is a dry goods store, and next to that is a house. Across the street, you see the back of the barber's shop and the sheriff's office. The pretty young centaur looks at you and says, "Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Do you wish to buy some nice fresh fruits or vegetables?" All right, ask about fruits. There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver, since they are so small. We will have fresh cherries in a couple of months. Might buy some apples. You carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay the lady a silver piece. Ask about vegetables. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are lettuce, carrots, potatoes, and turnips right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They are very good for you. Okay, ask about town. Yeah, she didn't know anything about the town. Okay, well. Ask about Valley, and ask the other guys about that. She didn't know much about that either. Okay. Let's see. Let's check out the dry goods store. I think this is where I can get things like weapons and armor. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are many and various items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads his book. Ask about book. "Oh, I'm sorry," the shopkeeper blurts out. "I didn't notice you coming in." My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town." "You may be in luck. I carry a modest amount of adventurer's equipment behind the counter. Would you like to make a purchase?" "Yes." "Oh, good. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see." Yeah, let's see here. So, my items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Now, what was that you wanted again? Carry weapons, armor, daggers, rations, ale flasks, and various foodstuffs. Okay. Ask about armor. You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though, and I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. Can't afford that, that's for sure. Ask about weapons. Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. The shopkeeper tells you I carry daggers and chain armor someday. Maybe someday I'll carry some magic ones, though. I can also sell you food or empty flasks for carrying liquids or powders. I have a feeling I'm going to end up needing some flasks later. All right. What all did he say he could sell? I think that was it. Armor, weapons, and flasks. Okay, let's go check out the rest of the city, town, whatever. And that paint job is god-awful. There is no response. Door appears to be locked. You are in the northwest corner of town. There are a butcher's shop and a bakery on the north side of the street. Across from them are the backs of buildings on the next street over. The tavern in the corner looks rather run down, and the alley beside it is dark. On the other side of the tavern is a rather practical-looking building, like a workshop. That appears to be locked. There's a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." Okay. There looks like a sign on this door too. Door appears to be locked. There's a sign on the door that says gone fishing. Alright, so we know that's there. Dun 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 dun. Look at this nice dark alley. Hi. Let's look around. Tell me what it is. This grubby place must be an alley. You feel a strange cold feeling here. You see some discarded barrels, and a beggar holds a bowl towards you. Talk to beggar. Silver for the poor. Give 1 silver to beggar. Thanks. You know, it really is tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay, and don't go out at night. Thieves prowl the streets at night. They don't bother me because I have nothing to steal. The brigands are worse. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. Let's see. Ask about Zara. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Ask about Sheriff. Oops. Yeah, I can't even spell it right. All right. Take barrel. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd do that. A word of warning to you. Don't drink the dragon's breath.